when I go to Instagram Live, a lot of students are like 9th standard, 10th standard, which is awesome. Thank you guys, you are joining this Yudi Squad community. I used to make a lot of master's content, but I know you want to know bachelor's or undergrad in United States. So that's what we will talk about. Like, how does it work? Is it even worth going to United States for your undergrad and bachelor's? What's my opinion? 5:38 right now. Just got done with work. You can skip this video if you want a straight answer. And my answer is yes, absolutely, it is worth it. Now watch the entire thing if you want to know why and my reasoning behind that. How currently bachelor works in India. It's usually 4 years. If you do diploma, I did diploma, it's 3 years. And if you are coming from 10th, 11th, 12th, then you do 4 years of diploma. Typically, you will choose your field. So let's say you chose computer science. Now, as soon as you chose it, depending on where you're doing, which city, which state you're doing, they have this syllabus which is decided by this universal board. Unless you are like in a private organization which get to decide their own syllabus, but most likely the syllabus is pre-decided. That SEM 1, SEM 2, SEM 3, there's 8 semester each for like 6 months or 4 years, right? So each semester it is decided what you are going to study for you. Like, you don't have any flexibility. Once you decided you want to do computer science, you stick with that forever until you graduate. This is how it works in United States. So what you see is SEM 1, SEM 2, same structure. There's 8 semester for 4 years of bachelor. Sometimes it takes longer. That's why I didn't put 4 years. So let's say it did take 4 years, you will have 8 semester. Now none of the semester has pre-decided what you have to take. It's totally up to you what you want to take. So now there are this list of thousands of classes available to you, and you get to choose which one you want. You want business, economics, finance, computer science, any subjects you can take. And the way it works is that to get an undergrad, you need, let's say, 250 credit. I'm just giving you an example. I'm not saying that's how it is, but so let's say you need 250 credit. Each class you take is equivalent to maybe 2 credit or 3 credit or 1 credit, right? You can take yoga class, you can take yoga, dancing, etc. Whatever you want, you can take this. Each one will be associated how many credit that belong to. So if, let's say, if yoga 1, like the basic yoga is 1 credit, but the advanced one must be 2 credit, etc. So equivalent to, you have to accumulate 250 credit. Now there's a catch. The beauty is that you don't have to decide on semester 1 that you want to do computer science. You can take multiple courses from SEM 1, SEM 2, SEM 3, and you can still be undecided. So there is, out of 250, I'm kind of crossing this line over here. Out of 250, maybe like 150 will be general education. So general education means you can pretty much take anything: finance, economic, history, blah blah blah, English, maths, algebra, whatever. That all comes under general ed, and these needs to be approved by your academic advisor. Rest 100 needs to be, once you decide, let's say you said I want to become a data scientist or I want to become computer science. So now computer science will have this requirement of 100. You need to take 100 credits only from 100 credits from computer science, computer science courses. Now again, in that there will be some core courses that you have to get an undergrad, and there will be elective courses, which again, in that you can be like, okay, I don't want to go hardcore, I want to take some data analyst classes, I want to go into cybersecurity. So you can do some elective from that. There will be some core where it's like hardcore programming classes, but there will be some electives as well. So you can decide how you want to design your own whole 4 years of degree into this 8th semester. And you can also decide to choose to extend to 1 more semester, 2 more semester, depending on how long it takes you to complete 250. The minimum, whatever it is, the college will tell you what is the minimum criteria to get an undergrad, you can definitely take 300, 400, how many ever you want, and keep taking classes. You can also, and in United States you have this major and minor. Major meaning that this is your core focus, concentration, computer science, but you want to do minor means like your second focus or area of study you are interested is business or entrepreneurship. So you will now have a combination of a degree which is computer science plus entrepreneurship. Maybe it is computer science plus business analytics, but whatever it is combination you can make like that, like major or minor. You can also do double major where you can have two majors at the same time. You can be business major and you can be a hardcore technology major and combine that. So depending on what you want to do, you have full flexibility to design your own course, how you want to make your degree work for you. Now you decide which one would you prefer. Would you prefer a hardcore, you decided information technology and go all 8 semester course set for you and that's all you have to do? I mean, there might be some electives you can choose from, but pretty much it's all hardcore. Or would you want to go undecided? I don't want to decide my major. I want to take some classes from computer science. I want to take some business, economy, filmmaking, blah, 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 and then decide that this is what area I want to work on and focus on. That is one of the biggest advantage I would tell you why you should come to United States. But there are many other advantages. One is you will have, instead of coming for masters where you only get 2 years where you are like full on zoned in, focused, you will have 4 years to enjoy the life. Plus you can also, have lot more United States experience, to get the cultural experience, make friends, go to events, and do so many things. Like I've seen people going to so many competitions and conferences because now you have 4 years all of a sudden. And if you are smart enough, you can use your CPTs and OPTs, not OPTs, but you can make multiple use of your CPTs to get internships, and maybe while you're studying you can get your H1B file. So there's like n numbers of benefits for coming for bachelors if you can afford it. The biggest disadvantage of doing bachelors is it's very expensive, and it gets very expensive. Now my advice to you for bachelors at least would be to not go for like fancy colleges, fancy public universities, or universities which is Ivy League. I mean, that's what I would choose, because you have 4 years to do whatever you want to do. You can start your company in 4 years, but that's up to you, your choice, however you want to do it. But I would rather prefer going to some less expensive college, maybe even if it's in remote area, but experience the culture, get the full experience, go all in into learning your forte, figuring out your interest, and that's the route I would go if you cannot afford it. If you can afford it, for sure go to like high class universities and do all of it. I'm just talking from the perspective you cannot afford it. One more thing which people don't talk about it a lot, it's called community colleges. What are community colleges? Community colleges are basically diploma colleges which we have it in India. So for example, a lot of people do 10th standard and then they go to diploma and then they do BTech for 3 years, right? 3 years of diploma, 3 years. That's exactly how there are community colleges in United States. So remember how I said there is 250 credits you need? You can go to community colleges. It will be half of the price or very, very less. Like it will be very inexpensive to get credits from that. Still have all the experience. It will be smaller compared to the bigger universities, but you can totally go to that community route and then transfer over to a big universities. I'll bring the guest over in my podcast episode to talk about more on community. Let me know in the comment if you want to know this community thing, how does it work and how does the transfer work and all of that. But overall, I just want to end this topic right here. I would highly recommend go for bachelor's versus master's, because you will gain a lot more knowledge and experience in bachelor's if you can afford it. If you cannot afford it, do your bachelor's in India and then come for master's, but my recommendation would to come for bachelor. And trust me, it is absolutely worth it. The experience you will get, the people you will meet, the connections you will make, the network you will make, gonna be amazing experience. So if you are young enough and you're watching this video, my recommendation is that yes, you should definitely consider coming.